Yeah, what's going on, Billy Hood? Welcome to my podcast, my little rant I'm going to have today on my YouTubers on the Eagles and with the Buccaneers game. Um, I wanted to think about this for a day before I actually went on here and actually said anything about this game because, to be real with you, I didn't see this going any other way but the way it did. Um, I've been an Eagles fan since I was a little kid, and yet they're not my favorite football team in the whole world. That would be the Ohio State Buccaneers. The Eagles are up there. Some of my worst moments in life were because of the Eagles. I remember this incident when my dad was going to take us to the new development across the street, across like this big ass highway to take us to go Halloween trick or treating, and he didn't take us because that game, Emmitt Smith ran for 225 yards on the Eagles. He just took us around the neighborhood because he didn't feel like being out. Thank you, Cowboys, for that, you bastards. I'm glad you guys lost like yesterday too. I'm gonna touch base on that a little bit because it makes the day a little bit better. The fact that the Cowboys got knocked out the same day we did. So where to begin with the Eagles? So a lot of people have false expectations about the Eagles going into the game. They thought that if any time was a time to beat Tom Brady and the Buccaneers, it would have been yesterday. Did they have a good point? Yes. I was one of those people who thought if they ran the ball a lot, this game could be a lot closer than where it turned out to be. Nick Sirianni thought otherwise. I'm trying not to get emotional because to me, I'm at the point now where I'm in this relationship with the Eagles where I'm at the point where I'm just realizing they are who they are. For example, you ever see a guy and a girl. I mean, we can say the guy is the one cheating or the girl is the one cheating, but that one person that's always cheating, the other person always takes him back and gives him a second chance. Oh, they change. And every single time they end up being the same person, that's the Eagles. I mean, let's get real. That one year they won the Super Bowl was an anomaly, and a lot of us got super hype and was like, oh yeah, the Eagles, yeah, we've been fans forever, baby, yeah, go Eagles, and all that shit, and that was an anomaly. That's not real. So I don't feel like that the Eagles really are making any headway or changes in the way they do things, and I actually don't have any hope in this offseason either because every year they find a way to piss me off even more and really make me upset. So it's like I'm not gonna let them give me that energy. Listen, I'm 40 years old now. I got high cholesterol, high blood pressure. I mean, I don't need any extra stress to kill me, so I'm not gonna let the Eagles do it to me no more. I wasn't even mad yesterday watching that game because this is what they do. I used to get really pissed off with them. You know what I mean? I'm screaming and yelling. I'm mad for a couple hours. Can't talk. No, I ain't gonna let them do it to me no more. I'm not gonna let it happen. I'm not even gonna get my hopes up. I mean, you have the best running game in the NFC, and you don't run the ball. Let me go figure. Miles Sanders, to me, all right. Let's start off with the running backs. Miles Sanders. Miles Sanders could be one of the best running backs in the NFL. I would give him like top 10, top 5, top 8. He could be up there if you actually gave him the fucking ball. You give him the ball 9, 5, 6, 7 times a game. He gets like 8 yards per carry or something crazy like that, and then you start giving him the ball. I mean, yeah, he wasn't like that yesterday, but still, feed him. And he can catch. You don't pass him the ball. You don't do anything with Miles Sanders. You don't showcase him. You don't do nothing. Jordan Howard has been hot. He's been hot. And again, tackling somebody that size over and over again isn't something that people in the NFL want to do anymore. The NFL is not a big hitting league anymore, man. They don't like the big backs. The big backs eat, man. They eat. Derrick Henrys, the Jonathan Taylors, those big backs eat, man, because nobody wants to tackle you for 4 quarters. Nobody wants to deal with that for 4 quarters. I mean, you wear a defense down. So if you got him, Miles Sanders, you sprinkle in there a little bit of Boston Scott, who don't get me wrong, he plays a lot bigger than what he is. He runs a lot harder than his size will show you. He runs pretty hard. You get those three running backs, and you just run the ball down the throat like you've been doing to everybody else. Run the ball, play action pass, do the little RPOs, do the little quick run-ins with Jalen Hurts. Because let's get something real. Even and let's say God shine the light on us, and we beat the Buccaneers. We weren't beating anyone else. Jalen Hurts is the worst quarterback ever. I'm going to touch base with him again. I'm going to come back. I know I'm going to get some hate for that. You know what I mean? I'm going to get a lot of hate for that. But running back wise, yeah, we got screwed. We got screwed. I mean, we didn't run the ball at all. We didn't do nothing. The offensive line. So the two strongest points of our team this year on our offense was the offensive line and the running backs. And the offensive line's biggest strength is they like to smash the defensive line. They like to run the ball in their throat. They like to smash them. The offensive line is athletic and they're big, and they like to smash people. Why did we not do that yesterday? It was like Bruce Arians hit up Nick Sirianni and was like, yo, bro, I'm going to slide you some bread. Take this day off. You know what I mean? You ain't got to run the ball. You ain't got to do the things that made you guys good. It's just go back, throw the ball 25, 30 times with Jalen. I can't throw the ball, hurts. Or I'm going to take a sack, hurts. Or I'm going to throw the ball out of bounds while I'm inside the circle for intentional grounding. I mean, he's the worst. He's the worst. But I'm going to get back to him now. The offensive line, we know that's the strength. The offensive line and the running back. And don't get me wrong. The strength of every team should be within their lines. Your O-line, your D-line should always be your strengths. So, I mean, the offensive lines are strength, and we're not even using them correctly. Story of the Eagles. This offseason, if I was Miles Sanders and to keep it being, I would ask, because he'll think he's a free agent, I would ask for so much money that the Eagles are either going to overpay me or let me walk. Just for the fact that I don't want to come back here. And the only way I would come back here is if you pay me a king's ransom. Because you do him, they did him dirty. Dirty. And I don't blame him if he don't want to come back. I wouldn't want to come back either. Fuck the Eagles. I mean, I would want to go somewhere else where they could take care of me. And I don't have to worry about getting the ball 5 times and not seeing it again. You know, and mind you, Miles Sanders did get banged up a little bit this season. But I still think the times that he's in there, even last year with Peterson, they just didn't give him the ball that much. They don't feed him. And I don't know why. Excuse me, I got my hand in the way. They don't feed him, and I don't know why. And for the life of me, I don't know if you guys naked pictures of Howie's wife or something or whatever, but they just don't like him, and they don't take care of him. I don't know. The Buccaneers were so beatable, dude, too. And I really feel like next week they're going to lose. Because, I mean, they're beatable right now. Right now they are. With all the injuries they have, they're beatable. I don't know if Fournette's back next week, but they're beatable. Where should we go next? Let's go to the quarterback. Let's go to the wide receivers. And tight ends. Let's go there. Dallas Goedert, 1 week can look like Travis Kelce, the next week can look like Devin Kelce. I mean, there's times this kid's freaking amazing. He's making these catches, he's running people over, he's doing all this stuff, and the next time he can't catch a cold. Now, mind you, yesterday he had a good game. I think he had 8 catches for like 94 yards. I put him on one of my FanDuel parlays. Hook up FanDuel, dog. I won big yesterday, too. I won really big yesterday. But, yeah, I mean, Kelce, yeah. Goddard, one moment is a beast, and the next moment plays like shit. He's too inconsistent. I don't know if it's because of the quarterback play, because some of the passes the quarterbacks are throwing at him, I mean, I don't blame him either. Like, for whom, for what, especially for this team. I'm sure that's not his mindset, but, I mean, I don't blame him that he's not catching on some of these passes, because the quarterback's just ass. And can't he's not accurate at all. It's not putting the ball in the money. So, I got nothing bad. I think Goddard for a different quarterback could be a good tight end. I think he will be a good tight end. Do I think he'll be a top 10 tight end? I don't know about that. He has the potential to be a really, really good tight end, like up there with the the Kittles and the Kelseys and stuff. But right now he's not there yet. But I think that who knows? With a good quarter, like I said, with a good quarterback, hopefully he gets one. He can take it to the next level as far as that goes. Um, Devontae Smith. Oh, actually, you know what? This is real quick. There's a rookie tight end. Oh man, he has he. No offense, I'm not being racist, but he has a black name, and for the longest time I thought he was black. It's like Tyree. Oh man, like Tyree Johnson or something like that. I have to look it up. He's like 6'5". He used to play quarterback. He is fast. He is fast. He's just as fast as a wide receiver. He was a running quarterback in college. He's fast. He's big, and he got hands and he's athletic. He actually got hurt in preseason when he missed the first 10 weeks of the season. Comes back, and for the last couple of weeks, he's been coming in there making plays here or there. I think you watch this kid with a full training camp and a full preseason. I think this kid's gonna be a pretty good stud. He was a rookie this year. I think he's gonna be a stud. He's a diamond in the rough. So I mean, I'm glad we got Goddard, but this kid could possibly be a steal. And I think he may have even been undrafted. I'm not even 100% sure, or he might be like a late draft pick. But he might be a steal. He's athletic and he's big and he can jump. He can do all that stuff. He might be a steal. Keep an eye out for him. His number's 80, I think. So, moving on to the wide receivers. Let's go positive to negative. Positive, Devontae Smith is one of the best route runners in the league right now, I would think. I think that he's up there with some of the best guys. I mean, I'm not saying he is the best, so don't give me hate like I'm saying he's the best route runner, but he's up there with those guys. He can run a pretty good route. I mean, he's decent. I don't. He does catch a lot, but he has dropped a lot. And again, same thing with Goddard. I don't know if that's so much him dropping balls or just having to catch shitty passes. I mean, you have to catch shitty balls. It's hard to catch, and I mean, even some of the best receivers probably could drop them. I mean, Jalen Hurts is fucking horrible, and I'm gonna really touch base on that and really get into him. I'll just save him for last when I'm doing the offense. I'm gonna save him for last. Howie is a piece of shit. And we could have had, and don't get me wrong, Devontae Smith is good, and he's going to be a solid wide receiver. He could be really good. But we could have had DK Metcalf. We picked JJ Ortega, bullshit side. We could have had Justice Jefferson. We got Jalen, I can't do nothing, Rager. And listen, I'm going to get a lot more in depth with those two fucktards in a little bit because, and listen, Jalen Rager and JJ Ortega-Whiteside, I don't care if you see this video, but if I ever see you guys in person, man, you guys are on my top 10. I can't stand you. Well, not Jalen Rager. I won't put him there yet. He's getting up. No, you know what? After that Giants game, yeah, Jalen Rager's on my list, man. He's up there with Nami Asamoah and fucking Nelson. I can't catch a cold Aguilar. Like, he's up there with those guys. It's horrible. Like, they suck. Anyway, Devontae Smith, plus. He's a plus. He's going to be good next year. I really wish we can get some more receivers to go with him. It's a shame because we wasted 2 years worth of draft picks on receivers and only came up with one receiver. Or actually, 3 years. J.J. Ortega-Whiteside. Right? Yeah, we wasted 3 years of picks on receivers and only got one good one. Possibly two. I'm going to touch base on Quez in a second. But his upside, he could be really good. I don't know if people compare him to Marvin Harrison. I don't know if he'll be that good because Marvin Harrison also had Peyton Manning and Devontae Smith has nothing. So I don't know how good he's going to be because he ain't got a quarterback. It's like I don't know how good Dallas Goedert's going to be because he ain't got a quarterback. You know what I mean? So it don't matter how fast, how good you are. If you get a bum throw you the ball, I mean, what do you expect? Let's go to the next wide receiver. Let's go to Quez. Quez Watkins at times would show up and make plays. You'd be like, oh my God, this kid's amazing. He's fast. He gets open deep. But I think that's his only trick that he has in his bag, that he can run deep routes. I don't think that he has or is as good as a route runner as Devontae Smith, obviously, or they use him in the passing tree that much because it doesn't seem like they do. And it don't seem like they really look for him. And maybe, again, it could be the fact that, Jalen Hurts went to college and played football with Devontae Smith and has that rapport with him that he tries to get him the ball, maybe that might be the case. Or it could be the case that, Chris Watkins just isn't open. I don't know. Chris Watkins or Devontae Smith can't read a can't I mean Devontae Smith or Jalen Hurts can't read the defense. I don't know. Probably the fact that he can't read the defense. He looks like an asshole. But again, with that Jack Sparrow earring, I'm gonna really get into him in a second. I can't. Oh my god. I don't know. Quez has all the talent in the world to be a decent receiver. I don't know if he's a number 2 receiver. I think he'd be better off in the slot because he catches a lot of screen passes and he can do a lot of damage from that position. I think. They just don't give him the ball that much. I don't know. I don't really know why. I can't even really answer it. They just don't give him the ball that much, but they should. I think he's a hell of a player, or he could be a hell of a player if he was given the opportunity to, like the full opportunity. I actually got the ball, but again, I don't really see him do anything but get deep. So I'm thinking that maybe he can't run all the routes in the route tree. So I don't know. And when you got a quarterback, you can't throw the ball deep because he sucks. It doesn't offer well for somebody. That's all they can do. So I can see why he's not getting the ball as much as he should. Jalen Reagor. Listen, when they drafted that motherfucker, I didn't know who he was. I said, who the hell? How the hell did you mess that up? You get the guy who was projected to be drafted in the late second round, third round. You draft him in the first round with the top receivers still left on the board. I mean, I think that year it was like 4 receivers after him that went left on that board that are productive in the NFL right now. I mean, Justin Jefferson is on his way to being like a top 10 receiver, and you left him to get Jalen Reagor. Gotta get a moment of silence, man, because again, Howie needs to stop making picks. And with us having 3 first-round picks, I know he's gonna fuck it up. Either he's gonna trade out of the first round with 1 or 2 of them and get picks for next year, which means we're gonna have another shitty year again because he's not gonna do anything in free agency, and he's not doing anything in the draft if he trades out of those 2 first-round picks. Get used to it, man. It's Philadelphia. That's what we do. I mean, you look at teams like the 49ers. You look at teams like the Rams, because they got a lot of the players through trades. You look at some of these teams like Arizona. Can be said to extent. A lot of these teams are built from the ground up. Like they're built in from the draft. Like especially the 49ers. 49ers perfect example and best one I can use right now because they built their whole team through the draft, and that's why they're solid. They're really solid. As a matter of fact, now think about it. Even the Cowboys. The Cowboys are built through the draft. I mean, yeah, they lost, but their offense is 10 times better than ours. And to be honest with you, they got a lot more upside than we do. They got some little things to fix, and they could be right back where they were. They ran the division, and to be honest with you, the 49ers are a solid team. That was a solid game, and they didn't really blow them out. They only lost by 8. So, I mean, you can say what you want. Tit for tat. They lost. The Eagles lost. But the fact of the matter is, they're a lot better team than the Eagles. A lot better team. That's why when they play us, they beat the dog shit out of us because they're a lot better than us. A lot better than us. So, and they're built from the draft. They built from the ground up. And I think that our receiving core, that is, and I hate to say it, because this is going to be, the 4th year in a row that we need receivers. I don't think we should waste those first 3 picks. Listen, I honestly think those first 3 picks could be the best player available. All right, now I mean it could be a quarterback, it could be a freaking defense because we need a lot of help on defense, and I'm gonna touch base on that. And it could be anything because we need a lot of help. So I think those 3 picks could be best players available. That's gonna change your team. I mean that was we got the 14th and 15th or 15th and 16th. I think it's the 14th and 15th. I'm not sure, but we got back-to-back picks. We can make a difference. Those 2 picks can be solid players, man. Solid players. And we need that on our team right now. We need that. I don't know who all the free agents are on our team this year or who we could be losing. I'm hoping that we can pick some people up for free agency that's solid, but Eagles never do. They always talk that money shit, and we ain't got the cap room, and we gotta do this, we gotta do that, we gotta make sure we have corn dogs at the link, so we can't buy a receiver because we will make sure the food's good, and The beer, I'd rather drink warm beer and watch us beat the hell out of teams than drink cold beer and watch us get our ass kicked the way we do sometimes. Just to be honest, and I'm sure a lot of Eagle fans would do the same thing. Like, hey, give me a half of you guys are drunk by the time you get in there, so it doesn't matter what the beer is. Um, yeah. So Jalen Rager is a fucking bum, man. Like, I honestly think, and we use him wrong. I sometimes like my buddy TJ says that he doesn't see the speed. He doesn't like he's the fast at all. I think he's fast. I think we got to put him in positions like they do with Debo. I'm not okay. And again, I'm not saying he's a Debo Samuels. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that any way at all. He is not a Debo Samuels. But we can use him like a Debo. Hand him the ball off. Get him some screen passes, quick passes, whatever. He is not a solid receiver. I don't think Debo's a solid receiver, to be honest with you. I don't think if he just played receiver, just did that, he wouldn't be as dangerous as he is. I think Debo, when he brings to the table, he can play. He's everywhere. He's everywhere. Rager is not a solid receiver. That Giants game, when he dropped those two passes, and the one was that one pass on the sideline that Jalen Hurts threw him was probably one of the best passes I've seen Jalen Hurts throw not even all year, his whole fucking career. That was the best pass I've ever seen him throw, and he dropped it. If I were Jalen Hurts, I couldn't be a quarterback in the NFL because when I'm getting scrutinized and people are tearing me apart, calling me a bum and this, that, and the other, and I got receivers dropping passes like that, I'm pulling that joke around in the locker room and I'm cussing him out or beating his ass. I'm doing, and they're kicking me off the team hella quick because I'm not putting up with that. And that's why sometimes I see like Tom Brady and like Peyton Manning, Aaron Rodgers, those type of guys get flip out when those guys drop passes. I don't blame them. I don't blame them. You put that ball on the money, and all you need, you get paid lots of bread to catch a pass, and you drop it. Jeffrey Lurie, Howie, anyone who's listening to this, you can pay me the same thing. I'm coming back from Achilles surgery. Oh, crap. Yeah. Come back from Achilles surgery. You can pay me the same thing you pay them. And I would do the same shit they do. I would drop the passes. I would miss the blocks. I will give you that look and pat my chest. My bad, dog. I know I dropped it. You know what I mean? I'll bat the ball up in the air. I can't tell you how many times we bat the ball up in the air and got picked. And some of those picks, picks like that, if I was Jalen Hurts, I'd be pissed. Like, damn, my motherfucker, I put that in your hands. In your hands. You bat the ball up in the air and get picked. Oh, my God. Like, I don't get it. I don't know what his issues are. He doesn't seem to get, like, and this is the part I know TJ always says, he doesn't seem to get the separation. All that speed, and he doesn't seem to get separation from the DB. Like, the DBs are always on his hip. And I know this is the NFL, everyone's fast. I know that. But when you're supposed to be, your claim to fame is that you're faster than them fast, you're faster than fast, and everybody's on your hip, that's not good. So he doesn't get any separation, and I don't. And there's time. And listen, there's times I've seen him get it, and he doesn't do anything with it. He's a waste. I think that we should be give him handoffs, give him quick passes, give him like the short stuff, and let him play around with it, and let him use his speed to make something happen. I mean, we got to keep him for one more year, which I believe that they will. They'll keep him for one more year. I don't think they're going to cut him next year because he's only been on the team for this be his third year. They're going to keep him. They're going to keep him. They kept J.J. Ortega-Whiteside. They're going to keep him. So they'll keep him for one more year, and they'll keep him for one more year, and then they'll cut him. But they're going to have him for one more year. But if you're going to keep it for one more year, you got to use it for his strengths. Yeah, like I said, the quick passes, handoffs, all that stuff. Like, you got to use him for his strength. You just can't use him as a regular receiver because he's not that. Obviously he's not that. J.J. Ortega-Whiteside. Cut. If he's on the team next year, I won't watch the Eagles. I will not watch the Eagles if J.J. Ortega-Whiteside is playing. He is a certified bum. Boom, da boom, boom, boom. He sucks. He sucks. He sucks. He sucks. He's 6'3". I'm as fast as he is. He can't get open. I don't know why they even have him on the field. I don't know why he made the team. They should have kept that other young kid. He was fast too. I forget his name. Oh man, I forget his name. We drafted him with Quez Watkins. Oh my God, I forget his name. But they should have kept him and got rid of J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside is a bum and brings nothing to the table. Can't catch a pass in the red zone. He's Riley Cooper 2.0. I hated Riley Cooper. I hate this guy. Riley Cooper actually made more plays than J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. So, I mean, I guess I should shut up on that. He made a little bit more plays than J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside should be cut, and next year he should be working at ShopRite or something. Maybe he can get a good job out there. He got his college degree. Maybe he can get something, go to get a good, use his degree for something positive because he's not using his hands for anything positive. So, J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, cut. Oh, Kenneth Gainwell. He's another in-betweener. He's like a freaking. They do what they should do with him. Same thing they should do with Rager. Put him everywhere. Put him everywhere. Give him the quick passes. Give him the reverses. Give him the handoffs. Like all that stuff. All that. Use his speed. Kenneth Gainwell had a pretty good year. He's not bad. But I think he needs to be used in positions where you can put him in space and then make plays. That's what they do with Debo. They put him in positions when they put him in space and then make plays. And he does. And I'm not saying that these guys are on the same level as him, but I think they can do what he can do. Maybe not as at a high percentage. Oh, no, that's not the way I want to say. Maybe not the highest of levels. Hey, Keisha, go lay down. Sorry, guys, my dog is a retard. Lay down. But maybe not the highest of levels. But definitely, I think that we can use them and they can make plays. Definitely make plays. I mean, Kenneth Gainwell, I like that guy. I think if they put him in positions like that, he's gonna be solid. Greg Ward needs to get cut. He needs to get cut. I don't care how much heart he has. I don't care anything. He's not a ball player. He needs to get cut. He's not an NFL talent. He should be in the CFL. He needs to get cut. Playing arena or the XFL crap that Vince McMahon owned. He needs to be there. He needs to get cut. He sucks. He sucks. He's a good guy. I'm sure of it. I'm sure he's a good guy. He sucks though. He's horrible. So cut him. Simple as that. Cut him. Now let's get to the big guy. Jalen. I can't throw the ball for shit hurts. Jalen Hurts. Mr. Jalen Sparrow from goddamn movie, man. The Disney movie with Johnny Depp. Fuck. Oh man, I forget it. But yeah, Jalen Sparrow. Why you got that big ass earring in his ear all the time, man? What the hell? I feel like if you got to have that type of swag, you got to be a swaggy player, man. He ain't. He first off has, as big as he is, because he is a big dude, can't throw the ball for shit. He cannot throw the ball for shit. Why did we draft him with a second pick 2 years ago? Listen, Carson Wentz, you can say all you want to say about him, but Carson Wentz can throw the ball way better than Jalen Hurts. Carson Wentz can run the ball just like Jalen Hurts. We should never got rid of Carson Wentz. We should kept Carson Wentz and never drafted Jalen Hurts. I'm not saying Carson Wentz is the next coming of Tom Brady or anything. I think Carson Wentz has mental issues with himself. Not mental being like he's crazy or nothing, but like, mental issues. Like he thinks too much. Like he needs to get out of his own head. I think that 1 year when Carson Wentz, before he got hurt and messed up his knee, he was having an MVP season. He was on the track to being one of the top quarterbacks. I feel like Carson Wentz, if he had the right coaches around him, working with him and getting his head, I know he could be a little bit of a diva, but getting his brain and telling him like, yo, you make a lot of bread. We need to see something out of you. I think Carson Wentz could be solid. Way more. I don't think he's going to be a top 5 quarterback, but I definitely think that he can be better than most quarterbacks. At least solid enough. He's better than Jimmy G. Jimmy Garoppolo's a starter on the 49ers. He took them to the Super Bowl. He's better than Jimmy G. I'll debate that all day, every day with anyone on here. I'd rather have Carson Wentz than Jimmy G all day, every day. Jalen Hurts. I'd rather have Danny Jones from the from the Giants. I'd rather have whoever the quarterback was on the Texans. I don't even know who the quarterback was on the Texans. I'd rather have him. I'd rather have who's the high school quarterback that went to Alabama? Bryce Young. I'd rather have Bryce Young's little brother who plays for Mater Dei. I'd rather have I saw this quarterback that played youth football the other day. He had a nice little arm. I'd rather have him. I'd rather have man, who was that girl that was throwing? I saw this thing on YouTube or IG the other day. This girl was throwing the football. I'd rather have her play quarterback. I'd rather have anyone. I said that twice. Than Jalen Hurts. First off, he should just switch to running back. Even when he runs the ball stiff. He throws the ball weird. He makes the horrible decisions, and when it's time for him to have to make a play, he throws a pick. He is not an NFL quarterback. He's at best a backup. He's like an RG3. He's a backup. He's not a starter. He shouldn't get starter money, and I hope that they don't pay him starter money. And we literally effed ourselves because now we're going to a draft that has no quarterbacks coming out. And the one next year, I don't think any real good ones coming out of that one either. Either we sell the stadium and get Deshaun Watson, which he doesn't want to come here. Why would he? He ain't got no receivers. Why would he want to come here? Or get a quarterback in free agent. I don't know other quarterbacks that are going to be free agents that are a big name. I mean, we need a quarterback, and Jalen Hurts isn't it. You can't put the ball in his hands a lot. You can't have him throwing the ball 25 to 30 times a game, and that's a problem for a quarterback. I saw a comparison. The game after we beat fudge. Who did we beat? The game before the Giants. The game after we beat the Giants. The game before the Cowboys. The Giants. Yeah, when we beat the Giants or the Redskins, either one of those two bum teams. I saw a thing on Facebook when they were comparing his numbers and from the first 2 years to Lamar Jackson's. Stop doing drugs. If you ever put that up there, stop doing drugs. Stop smoking whatever you're smoking. Drugs are bad for you. Stop doing them. He is not Lamar Jackson. He is not even close to Lamar Jackson. For you people who think he's close to Lamar Jackson, go to the Walt Whitman Bridge, do a swan dive off, and if you survive, I'll agree with you that he's like Lamar Jackson. He sucks. Lamar Jackson makes good throws. He's not the greatest of throws, but he does make the necessary throws. He obviously can run. He's a lot better runner than Hurts. I mean, Hurts can run too. I mean, I gave him that. He can run a little bit, but he can also pass. Lamar Jackson can pass. Hurts can't. Lamar Jackson also has a cannon, a way better arm than Hurts. Hurts doesn't have any of the intangibles that I want as a quarterback. Like Drew Brees didn't have the greatest arm, and he wasn't tall. But Drew Brees is one of the best quarterbacks to ever play because he had the intangibles. He was smart. He knew what he was doing, when he was doing, how to get everyone the ball, and he practiced so to a point where he made it so accurate that he might not have arm strength, but he was putting the ball right in the money 90% of the time. Phillip Rivers didn't have the arm strength. Again, had the intangibles. He wasn't fast either. He was just big, tall, sat in the pocket, but knew when to get the ball, knew where his checkdowns were, knew how to manipulate a defense, and do all that stuff. Now, a lot of you guys can say, well, it's only Jalen Hurts' second year. I don't give a fuck. Study the game tape. Be a student of the game. Figure out how to work the offense. How to get certain people the ball. You know who can do what and what they can do. You know what situations they can do in it. Get them the fucking ball. Jalen Hurts, you suck. And then you go, we should put in Minson or Mitsu. He isn't answered either. The quarterback of the Philadelphia Eagles for the future is no longer on this team. And he's not in college right now either, I don't think. I would have wanted us to get Justin Fields last year. We didn't do it. And again, I get flack for that because he's from Ohio State. They think, oh, you just say that because he's from Ohio State. Justin Fields is better than what people think. And I guarantee you in 3 or 4 years, you guys will change your tune. Justin Fields is going to be a good quarterback. Listen, I can go on and on and on about Jalen Hurts. I'm not going to do that. I'm only trying to make this a 40 to 45 minute video. So I got to go do the defense. Defensive line, we need a pass rusher. Fletcher Cox need to give some money back or get cut. Get him the fuck out of here because he does more on IG than he does on the field. He doesn't do nothing. Our ends were like we need to get some defensive. We need to get a whole defensive line. Our defensive line is horrible. We're not getting any pass rush. We need to get defensive line. Our linebackers aren't that great either. We gotta get new linebackers. I mean, the only thing I feel like we have solid or cornerbacks are pretty decent. That's pretty much it. I mean, that's just my assessment of defense. I mean, our defense isn't great. Most teams in NFL defenses aren't great, but our defense doesn't get any pressure, and we don't have anybody on the defense that anybody fears anymore. There used to be Fletcher Cox, but now he doesn't do anything. And for some reason, Philadelphia does not see the value in the linebacker, so they never put money into it, and that's why our linebackers suck. We need linebacker. I would like to get a solid outside linebacker. Maybe switch to a 3-4 or something, and we get a guy like a T.J. Watt or like a Chandler Jones or something like that when they could be explosive off the edge and have something like that, and maybe like Hargrave up the middle. Hargrave, I take that back. Hargrave is a solid player. He was solid, but he was doing it all by himself. And went from him being single block, because everyone was worried about Fletcher Cox in the beginning of the season to the middle and end of the season. Everybody was like, Fletcher Cox ain't shit, so we're going to double team Hargrave, who was making plays at that time. So our ends, like I said, Brandon Graham got hurt, and that hurt a lot because, I mean, say what you like about him, the guy is a solid defensive end and does get pressure, and we just didn't have that this year. Just didn't have it. Josh Short is decent this year, but we just didn't have that guy. Micah Parsons was killing it. I would like to have him too. You know what I mean? So maybe there's going to be like a Micah Parsons in the draft because I would love to get something like that on our team to do pass rush. Darius Slay's getting old. I love him as a player. I think that we're going to have to get another corner soon. But I love him as a player. He's solid. Nelson was solid too. I hope they re-sign him. I think he's on a 1-year deal. The corners didn't play bad. Our safeties and everybody, they play bad. The linebacker, we just couldn't stop the run, and we wasn't getting pressure on the quarterback. You can't cover anybody for 27 hours. The quarterback could have sat back there. He was making hot dogs, hamburgers, calling his chick up, checking out IG or Facebook. I mean, playing Xbox. He could know the hell he went back there. There wasn't nobody getting to him. Any quarterback, really. So, I mean, think at it. We didn't get that many sacks. We need pressure. The Eagles are known for that. Like, what happened to those Eagle defenses that were like, you come to Philadelphia, you better pack your lunch because we're going to be on that ass. We ain't got that defenses no more. That doesn't exist in Philadelphia anymore. It's a shame it doesn't. I don't want to touch base too much on the defense because I'm going to get sad because it sucks that I'm talking about Philadelphia and defense is one of the weakest parts of our team. I mean, who would have thought that like back in the day? Defense is horrible. Last but not least, let's talk about Nick Sirianni. How do you say his name? Nick, you suck. Dude, stay to what you do best. You run the ball, dog. Keep that defense off the field because they can't stop shit. Run the ball. Jesus Christ, you are retarded. You remind me so much of Rich Kotite. It makes me want to fucking become a Steeler fan. I hate you, Sirianni, and I hope that you get fired. And probably by next year you will be. So, I mean, all I got to put up with one more year of you. Is you to make some horrible decisions and then got the dumbest look on your face when they don't turn out your way. Like all the fourth downs you be going for, we will never get them. Like in 2 point conversions, we don't get like man. Oh, I hate you. So let's talk about one positive thing real quick. Cause I only got like 5 minutes. I've been here ranting. Let's talk about the draft. We got 3 first-round picks. We got a shit ton of draft picks. I think the Eagles' biggest needs are everything. We need an explosive receiver to go with Devontae Smith. We need possibly a running back if we can't keep Miles Sanders. So we could possibly need a running back. And Jordan Howard's probably not going to stay. So possibly need a running back. We're gonna need all types of help on defense. Our defense is ass, and the people who are decent, like the Darius Slays and the Roddy McLeods, are getting older. So we're gonna have to get younger at the corner position, at the linebacker position, and definitely on the D line. Like I would go D line before I go anything. Like get me an edge rusher all day, every day if I could, over anything. Because edge rushers change the game. I mean, if you're getting pressure on the quarterback, it really doesn't matter how good your corners are. Because the quarterback's not going to have time to throw the ball. He's going to have to rush it. And the corners only got to cover that long. I mean, our cornerbacks are covering for days. They might still be covering Mike Evans right now. I mean, what the fuck? Nobody got any pressure on the quarterback. So I would definitely want to use the first round picks on the edge rusher, a safety, a big time safety, and again, I would go wide receiver again this year. I know that they're definitely not going to. I would go wide receiver again because we need somebody explosive, and I feel like this draft's gonna have some explosive receivers out there. And then later on the picks, like I said, this draft I'm picking best available players for every position because every position's up for grabs. Put it to say it like that. That's the best way to say it. I picked the best available players for every position because every position's up for grabs. There's not one player on this team that I can honestly say is untradeable, uncut, and definitely deserves to start next year. Not one player. Not one player. Not one player. Except for Kelsey. Okay, Kelsey. But that's it. So that's my rant. Nick Sirianni, go eat a dick. Jump off a bridge. Jalen Hurts, I hope you do something with that earring, brother, because you don't need to have that big ass hoop in your ear. You ain't Michael Jordan. Man. And then I don't know anybody else on the team. Oh, Rager. Rager, you can't have a name like Rager and not be a damn savage. I hear Rager and I'm thinking like Lord of the Rings. I'm thinking like The Hobbit or something like you're running around with a sword, cut people's heads off and all that other shit. You can't even catch a pass. You can't damn near can't run a route, man. Like you don't have no special abilities. Like I thought you would have all these special abilities to return back punch for touchdowns and stuff, and like you can't even catch a punt. How about that? You dropped that punt yesterday. I hate you. I hate you, Rager. Oh my god, I hate you. Jesus Christ. Oh, I told myself I wasn't gonna get hype. I told myself I wasn't gonna get hype. Okay, namaste. All right, guys. Well, that's my rant for the day. I went 43 minutes. I know it's long. I hope you guys sit through it and watch and laugh and think about some of the things I'm saying. I'll be doing a follow-up rant on love, bringing back the love doctor to you guys because I got some good feedback on that. So I'll be coming back with that, and I think I'm gonna do. I'd say I'm gonna do beard products and stuff. I am gonna touch base on that. And then I'm going to do some movie reviews this week. So stay tuned. Like the channel if you haven't liked the channel. Share this video. Hit the bell for notifications. So every time I post some beautiful content, you guys are following me. And, peace and hair grease. P.S. real quick, guys. I just want to come back here and touch base real quick. I know a lot of you guys are wondering, why are you filming these videos laying down or whatever, or propped up? Well, for those of you who don't know, I got Achilles surgery last week, and for the next 2 weeks, I'm supposed to be bedridden. My legs are supposed to be elevated, and I'm not supposed to be moving around too much for the next couple of weeks. So that's why I'm laying down. That's why I'm not moving around that much, and that's why I'm not doing like the outdoor vlogs and some of the other stuff I'm going to start doing once I'm able to start moving around a little bit more. So stay tuned, guys. I'm just showing some love. I just want to touch base and let you guys know why I'm not moving so much. So you have a great day. Stay positive, stay blessed. God loves y'all. Peace.